club céan é siú le Catrinal do bháil. Ag seach í léon sim ten spéir a fasút a flothe pet.
They had a few drinks this morning, Mihal.
Ach poltóid a moch inis, fiachan teide uide doid, agus an enróí, tús go sin gluthe canis, le canis, an haid an ordi. Immer tar siú, agus Corpig, an únsaí, ar dúis. Bwynt isteach sa fún agus seans an son, ag Eleanor i gáin. Dyna dy ddyn pat spilana ta nacil am soch bwynt go holtige, agus fachta, ag sios yn macaig, halais, agus kicksair, nefel o ddyn, af nohig yn kicksair ysgolym, yn tabla'r corci, ac syhe, ond dan o'r chw, ag ogwysht, yn sy'n chwyn agus syhe yn parna blin, na mynwydige, agus ymwyd un sy'n hel idr fianach, le otrim, ffresl yr sgolyn am rohar yn son, agus Fiction, bwylte go maithige, yn maig na bíhin, lord na toithge, agus Corpig an únsaí, pachta gydas yn son, gyda piano ciláin, ysdach gyda ieman o harachtain, a bwylte go, nís bys yn fós, fos yn twa. Agus, sio he, arele ag ymryn edrych fianach, dyma'r seile, sy'n na gairym sgwylyn a choma, ach Sárathe, agus Sárathe go maith yn son, anna fosint, diant yn son, ag Roed ma colig ar y fi mart le mynwyd portwy yn y rig. Agus, leis yn son ag trefr o blasnyn. Ach, drohru o hreanir, fasyn hen, gwyd ystach ag drochig o hrefer.
So far, Mihal, both sides just showing little signs of nervousness and it's scrappy so far.
Fasyn, kick him off, the olboid y portwy, fian ma corig, o sgwyl yn y brogoin, common, Oliver Plankead agus fábám ile éan hanige mar a bhís aráilid. Is na gaidim spilin agus le minúid portfuí in a rí, mar anodaí in a rí. Is na minúid anna gháil san air ag bíanach manil, Washington fríon na eifar, bwynt isteach gyda asgari Matco Cogáin, Eleanor e Gáin, Sean O'Bradig, Rovada yn Trwsa, ond yn eich Padrig yn Wyd. Macgillaween, agus díanam go maith, tuthe ar a báid i Liverpool, agus sé gimmart a láidearnach an giat Pauline agus Road Macgillaween.
Nice point there by Gareth Bell. Good individual effort, good solo and a good point on the run.
Road Macgillaween o chumman na midi, agus dimmer sé na midi, leis na báid yn son, rochadácha. Agus ymwyd sé idir fianach, déna irin, bhí sé siúd, panéal yn y rí.
He certainly left John McCullough very far behind in that solo run.
Agus Road McCullough ar go bhfuil anna haithige, ar a bhí gimmar le Corpig, bhfuil tref éirin ag an rí, ach seo ieman o harachtáin, o Cogáin, Mac le Frank Cogan, agus a gimmar tíinte le Corpig, Sárathe go deasige, sios a Mac Taig, a imi hibhuig, agus Eleanor i gáin is selib na caide. O gáin a chanabach, o fectid, agus anna hansid is i go harachtáin, agus is giat Pauline i gafhígin o harachtáin, captain Corpig.
Good point, Devin Hart, and I think that a goal, he struck it very, very hard, I think, obviously going for a goal, and I think a wasted chance there for Cork, even though they've got a point. A good play there by Alan Regan.
Hígin o harachtáin, báin éirin ag siúd, leis na minúid yn irig, agus leis na gaidim scoilena, agus Crashlet Phobal Squelly round 3. Loch takeich yn y mi yn son, a styr da gŵl boede. Ond dan omr o chw. Agus y rhys, diamad o harachtain, agus yn siarad gymaint gyma, gyda Martin o he. E gierig gomlo ma hwna, a wynt yma, da fwyd tedig dyna o Cantwyl. E mi hysir, haras yn lini ar Siafron. Cosyn twa e go Cantwyl. Parna bblion na minúid ag siúd, cuman na Padrig yn wyth, mar a bhí colm o rwyth gyrra, agus bíad na pachna a bhuig ar a súd sa chréibh ile éirin yn eidig na chohéan. Da nomor a chw. Sim tienta gydasan son ag hwnta na Meath. Which is Philip O'Viva. Ortino he. The Pigino Haraftoin. Captain. Cosette Pulino Kienivan. Vaishan Tarn account. Irachva. Agus. Skaka John Cole. Pauline Gas.
That's an outstanding point by Kevin Harrington. And it's a skill that we haven't seen in senior football this year, a long-range point from over 40 yards. But I claim credit for teaching him some of that.
Hinson go bheith Pigino Haraftoin. Agus an captain Parabi Gostihe. Agus ní rimmerse a mai Fontaine Floyd. Shahe and so.
Kevin is very much a left-footed player, but it's an outstanding point from over 40 yards. Great individual effort.
Ian Dassenson. Enemy. Bia, Mike McGeehan. Agus yr ydyn stach gydas, Cadar O'Sullivan, a chai mi hymach Harris yn ddefline, kick ddefline dy chwnt yn y mi. Cadar star no yn sgoroli star a hoige, chwnt yn y mi, agus sineb Cadar, Lena Kitoi. Agus fachta gydas, agus dy cwla hyd ar no kick anna or dy fad, agus imi hysir yn son, gyda mi hol mac clochyd a bwol yn ymach gyda Sian o Bwchla. Jimmer le gaidem sgol yn y theori sgolym yn Mleana. Desyn sy'n pobl sgol rafwyd o chnwch na gri eisio. Agus bawn ile yn y gysiwd le gaidem sgol yn y theori. Sio he, haigo ma hwna. O fe ni he, sy'n e, gyrwyd ma colig. O fo siamcaig da chwnt yn y mi. Agus cael eich dient eich ffôl. Marsin, klik seir, da chwnt yn y mi. Joseph McTiganson, y fiach yn derech. I ddolyn gyda hwg i. Bara o siwr y doen, sio he e. O trim, common cian y le Liam Harnan, agus rhaid hael cahal. Bawn yn y gysiw bys na menwyd yn neud noch. Agus mechta stach, hier an o hartdoen, al eich dienter hier an, agus klik seir, da chwnt yn y mi. Sio he, tredder o glasne. Green en komen geen alleen Colombo Ruiz, dat nou. Dan ben onkel Ronan, ze voelen dat ik zegt ook goed naar de woorden. Bij het nation. Trot hier op verder.
Very poor wide. The game really hasn't come to life yet. Both teams still very slow to set. It's very scrappy football, and outside of Harrington's excellent point, no redeeming features so far to this game.
Marshall soos le 8 nómatí imar a mithe agus ganach lothe roan amú a fóil. Bháil deas a ríiste tunna ag bíon ó chunnel, bíon agus bháil masanna ar ag seo. Láistan frí na éifan, sin é Dierig o reagáin a bit mas bwtig Sian o Brodig a sio Sian o Brodig. Common na Fodrig yn ywyd o sgweld na Fodrig yn ywyd. Sor heg y des yn sy'n ag gwrdd ma colig. Gwrdd ma colig. Bod y stech by des o ma. A fachta is dis y ffôl sy'n gyd cynno o can pwy. Nefel o dyn. Hol e Nefel yn parda sians o fod. Nefel an o chombrwch yn ddef dyn. Montpoli, Fergal McCormick. So panel Uncle Shoes. Agus Smith, Yemir Ahed, Yemir Le, Monahead, Spelagodi. Obradorn, Mechta Stach. Mon de Hall, a ball in the Kaidi Stach. Anna Orde Fad, of Marsham Hain. Yemir Hivaras, Agus Fachta, I get Trevor of Lashley. So head Trevor. Cancer score. Agus Pauline gets Trevor.
Lovely score, that's the second well taken by number 15 there, Trevor Giles.
Agus na fórne is co-score, en nu in Cork na gaihe e bheith ag Corkig, so is le denomatí imithi. Agus yn slua, wel ni dod yn fwyl yn hyryd sy'n le bwyntas y glwch i gydisa. Dici, ro an y mŵl post-clygu. Agus gan ein a go cael eich diantig e Martin o Hay. Son. Ser bwyntig y tapig i get. O kia, bwyntig stach gydas gyda. Hier an o hardain sians yr hôl ag y Cadar O'Sullivan agos an o hôl ag y Cadar O'Sullivan. Gwrs eisiw, go clwy, just lefnach y bort y chlwpig.
well taken goal there by Peter Sullivan. Cardinal error committed there by Fergal McCormack by committing himself. Watch Fergal McCormack, number 3, over-committing himself, going for the man, and a beautifully left-legged kick into the corner.
Come on, Neville.
Martin, enemy and wachter, Neville O'Dean. Meath start, Alice Dente Neville. O Mahona. Gwelna Podrig and Nueve Coma. Agus an tarna blianige na manúid, Matt Jaféra se le Brendan Cahill, vi ha gimmer sa hól le Montenemi e dús na Shaskari. Neville O'Dean an tar Lord Parke an targar dinne an Halation. Agus Cadro Sullivan a Richten. Och Tarspor always an 10 dinne och Montenemi gohfuil onad an tonad kiana kinnige. Keshin mar long sa on bohiterno. Ni tana Aharhe Gentis would the heart to Meath to say Ahawan Heather or Lehim. Shahed Heather, we watched the rain Vic for a mine. Agus Anna Era, the Haroada in Hemlow edition. Agus in part of Lien in the Manudige, Toma. Agus we behind Sean in a Venur and Ochta Kugas and Ochta Shea. Agus we share short a gimmer the Foshti Lion a Henning, Peshakti and the Rig and Night Nahastroyan. Marsham below he get Cadro Sullivan. Cork in Ishagas and Brugal Eder. After the death of East to get Piano Connell, I say, must come a lot of Cork. Maybe no Harachdown if it's Calais Dented. Stick Cooney. Agus PV and Haney, I hope you can fix there. Cork. Tulvain and Derek, so they are on material never a minute. TV in Yannick Toig, Agus Colleen Dash to get TV.
Certainly Kevin Harrington and Peter Sullivan proving two great forwards here. We had three outstanding forwards on display last week with the minors, young Washington of Roscommon and Dermot Marsden and Mackin of Armagh. Two more outstanding displays so far today.
Agus Bill Dave, Pivino Harachdown, and Hanish, we have to the goal body from the number 2. Agus Hickvahige, we get the way here, Matt the Law Point.
Come on, Joe.
Agus Joseph McHiginson, and we have given some to say the Fontenemy. Sénis ag cosan dóibh agus cosan anamha I anamha san oir agus lápáirce é ó ceist go deirstúla a sé freist le láiste régiúnach hún dealú a se hé polo champagne. Agus bháin polaí nó McCormick After the Mahagan, sitting away, all the pocket, after the Gaudi, agus Calais Dente Bhí Hall. Bhí Hall ó scoil na Patna, agus Yimirin le Common na Haig Victoria, Baun il Éireann le Pláiste na Patna yn y Rigige. Wylte Gadesige, Stechanson, gyda ni Hall McCorrig. Hall McCorrig gyda Elen o'r Regon, Pwymer Tias o Corpi, chance of scoring yn Regon, after Stech, agus Pwyl, Calais Dente, agus Adolf Shating and Montoid. Either got a right to knowledge, thinks they've got that.
Yes, Alan O'Regan looking very impressive as well. He looks like a young version of Ray Cummins, so there could be another. Yes, without a doubt, free. I think the other guy just ran into Max's infield.
Right, near Ben Aulus, but it looked at my chef, Shahet, Martin O'Hea. Eric Colleen of Oil of Washington Split League, in the Brian Aspect. Hún feili yn y clwb agus fes ysgolige agus gan ein dar ŵd diantig y Martin O'Hea. Ochlín, it's a topic as a hele bachta i Cork, Pivino Harachdown agus yn eisiau Martin O'Hea.
It's unusual how they have no free taker from the left hand side and they have to utilise a midfielder. That's most unusual these days.
Martin. Daarna al die doe je Cork, ja, maar die niet daarover wil kopen bij je Cork, ik als Carol wil ik leuk. Aan nog wat van hier en zo, ik Neville O'Dean. Neville mag voor die, nummer 4. Pas en in de moe. Dus wachten is ik Sean op boven. Calais dient yn ciawn. Mark Coco going. Roedd yn cwn teig y siw, bydd yn y chomon. Bail yn asbrig, agos leis y sgwyl choma. Roedd hi ar y chwig, agos sôn heg yn ein, tro. Again, Seamus McGowan, roedd hi ar y chwig Seamus, Matt Harris y fe blig. Ti'n gyda partig i gyda yn o'r gleoen. Stach i Martin O'Hay. Wyt i'r Martin O'Hay yn nefel o ddyn. Sondroch gymad ar ddef ddyn yn arwys gan y bwyd yn sy'n gyda Pilibildi. Híisiil, Magéireach, Sáirithe i gyda yn o'r gleoen. Stach gyda George McCauley. Stephen a Harachgain. Gyda Anna Yath. Mach gyda Michal McCauley. All the Derek Schwee yn y blaen gan Queen's Golf on hwnt i gysg cosyn coedi yn y mifwyd. So hei Eamon o Harachgain. Gwyd y Sheffield sgôr. Agos Anna Chwlin o Eamon o Harachgain.
Another outstanding point in play. So they're certainly showing the seniors in this country at the moment how you kick points.
Schnee agos Bolt, ja, Gruigid.
Good point from over 30 yards, and it was kicked for a right-footed kicker. He was kicking from what would be his weaker side over on the right wing. An outstanding point. Young Harrington needed that to settle his confidence. So he was playing fully up to that.
Martin the Ford at post goal. Corky Takahirash, Chester the Pool and Diddy. And after the guy, Barrow Shuradoy. To get after the Barrow. All McCoffrey. Sheriff and Heidi. Putting McCoffrey getting McCormick. Here of two Sarah. So here, Sullivanov. In the field, Witted and Sullivanov. And it's Plantamach again. Virgil McCormick. Sarah in the devil get Trevor O'Glashney. Trevor. Nine of the best of the Cosset and Baltus and British Definitely. Good after getting Sullivanov. So here, Padro Sullivan. And it's not a phone tour of a pass. Score that for
Another nice point there by Peter Sullivan. He looks a lovely, well-balanced player, perhaps slightly left, depended on kicking with his left foot, but it's a lovely point.
Adro Sullivan yn gymryd mae na hastroli fe siaftiog yn ydig. Agus gwli nele corrige leis yn gŵl bra o chwrse o hyn.
Yeah, lovely play by Peter Sullivan. As you can see, he's totally left-footed there, coming onto his left foot there, and a very nice point.
Agus sio he rysg. Baltasar a Witted a ha. Wyt ti'n gyda'n sy'n sy'n Michal McClochedy. Agus Calais dienta hwnol o mahwn. O Chloston Sbryd Nif, Common Vail yn Asbyd. Agus bawn Eiden y gysiwd o'n ydig, fi sy'n Baneil. Sio he, Martin O'Hay. A fi chi'n gymryd sy'n tysau he, ac yn painish. A mwch yn lor coes bydd. Sean of Fluvo and Dunno. To get after get John on the car, no, get a stand of Horan, son again. With the step of it, and it's just a stop, then the Horan is taking son again, Alan Oregon. And I don't say it again, also it, but I say it again. Peter Grell, she sticks the car, no, chance. I said, well, I know another. Alan Oregon is still close to Stacky, then the Horan. Peter Grell, Johnny the Machinish. And Multor, she was prior, the Heinrich the Meath. I think Yes,
I think there's a goal.
Yeah, and then over Paul.
Great opportunity score there by Kevin Harrington. It's the sign of a good forward that he's on the ball at all times, eager and ready to snap up a half chance. And if you can watch Harrington just on the edge of the picture there, following in, and nice opportunity score, well taken. That's 1 goal and 3 points now by Kevin Harrington.
Alan Oregon i hwyl yn y ffordd yn dwsi, hann i sydd yn bol agos Pifin o Harachdoen y pwyri cwl, efo'r defn cwl, yn awrs mae diolch sy'n. Agos Calais dianta yn so, ystolym Padro Sullivan, Kicksayer, the hwnt enemy.
Both teams have now settled down well, and we're enjoying a very good open game of football with some great forward displays.
Shahid Trevor O'Glashney, a hoping in Kicksayer. Agus slot no home with you again. Darú Bielsa i get several black. Martian and Colina Vine, it in the Horne. Fresh the Svihinomati, Emma Mehe, Agus Horna Bihe, I get Cork.
While we said it was unusual for Cork to bring the midfielder up to take a free, it's even more unusual there to put the number 15 for Meath, who is now playing at right half back, has to be brought forward to take a free.
Sinén áte hosna sé na cusathe ach tá sé dírig súil ach mead a láth na huiide i Ríaman ó Harachtáil. Ach sethe Ríaman. Bhainte steach go deasaige go dtí dón lá maithóna. Bhaimar teas ó Corpic, seán ó Buchla. Bhfuil sé fé scór. Ach ní sé frí na bhóí. Pobl scoil an rá bhuaid. Common McGree dar no did Torah it is Corpic agus Pierre. Har lot Cork Biano Kiloin, London in Berta Altige. Sara hit the bob, get down number 2. Machkedi Shemus McCown, gedi Jermador Fie. Jermador Fie gedi Paro Shuradoin. Lord Death Barra, Alexander Hansen is get here on the half down. Stackedy Padro Sullivan, put a shape a hole east on a hole against Padro Sullivan.
Another mistake there by Cork full-back, failing to catch the ball, and another outstanding goal for Peter Sullivan. He's certainly putting on a great display here. I think young McCormack is certainly not taking after his uncle Sir Fallon. He has a great pick. I would have been disappointed with his performance on that.
It's a reach to come on the hall, Matt Stacklish, Giddy Gidod Mac, Wilted, the shoes, Giddy Gidod Mac Gillaway, so here up from Gidod Mac Gillaway, or she passed that came in the hall.
Cork the Meath forwards are now being given a little bit of extra space by the Cork backs. If Cork want to get into this game again, they'll have to tighten up very much in defence. They're allowing the Meath forwards to get to the ball first and allowing them a little bit too much room.
Going, Mark, Hishel, Alan O'Reilly going, Donald Brody, Wolfman Kaidemark, Mark the Gimme Hall McCorry. And the score of Gimme Hall, reached, go on then, it's in the lobby. Marshall Chester, Corpic of Appendedic, for the Pinky, and reached, of enemy, Minute Key, the work of the Hawk Oak Java, or Sadam the Blue. Harapstein against Alish Gelhead, against Buckle against Multoid and Son. They've several Glashne, a Cousin Tinish. What's the chest of Cousin? She Cousin to Family. They shade on the three focus of Piedla, against begging me a Corpic to which she had the Buckle in the day. I've got both the vehicle. Shahid Martino Hay. Agus Colina na yes, or Martino Hay.
Nice free there again by Martin Hayes. Most unusual style as a free taker. Most free takers start out left and run in towards the ball. He has a very straight run and just veers slightly to the left as he's about to kick it. Nicely taken point on this there.
Martian Corpic, Colina Vine, Kundedi. Agus Tim Shane on the Cork. On the way in Corpic to Kievan. Several Glashne go so Harachtáin at Cork reached. Several Glashne at Novaga. That last Cork, Neville O'Dean. Neville, Stephanie came in the hall. Came in and so going and getting us up on the other hand, set hold again Neville O'Dean as they toss the left O'Dean. Point of gas, what was the enemy?
Good play there by the referee in allowing play on and giving Meath the advantage. So nicely taken point there.
Wimmer yes, agus an Padlock Cork, Neville O'Dean is score oil. agus na Corcaí well, ámidín dí má a loch na chuig. Lán den bhéile teach na tugadí ó Harachtáin agus ó Bhaisne ach seo heb bríon ó Cleáin. Eleanor Egáin, rus an áit ceart ag seo heb bhíon ó Harachtáin ach tá buite chuí an trusa ag a Seamus Macaun. Anna chosint ag a Seamus Macaun mar bhí bechta hus na Corcaín.
Well played there by the defender. Actually, up to this, he's been well beaten by Kevin Harrington. It's surprising that Meath selectors haven't made a switch. Last week, when young Washington was heavy a blinder against Armagh, the Armagh selectors didn't waste any opportunity in taking him off.
Agus inis a harúga gaile dianta ag Corcaigh san tá íman ó Harachtáin in go tréim na láimh disise inis agus seán ó buachla take hin so go tréim na láimh clé I héana agus ó Bhaisne le chéile seo hé ó Bhaisne. Bhaisne agus in felbuinte go I go buachla. Montenemi diana bhanaba in night na bhíthe. Mac Gilahil a bhla na caidisteach. Agus an lán Pólaíon san Fergal McCormick. With Calais dianta ige Dylan Mulfoil de bhil. And then all le Fergal McCormick sy'n cael ei dît.
He's certainly not having a very good game so far. He's having nightmare. I think he's been moved out now to left corner back, marking Philip Duff.
Oh, so here off though, that's really good.
Terrible miss. I think a little bit of overconfidence there. There's no such thing as an easy kick in from any level, and that was a very bad miss.
Heather agus cumach ráitin san is tríis drohiíocht san bhuaig tá. Éach dianta gus an go hibidí. Bhíon ó Conil. An bháil ag bríon agus siúr do bhuiinte na Meath team blid. Neville O'Dea. Agus bhfuil tá bhuiite go maith an san ag Micheál McLaughlin edgepadar ó Súlagáin. McLaughlin mar sin mar lántarlaí láhan na huide. Cadar agus roiab leis agus tá an moltóid chuin an haitse ag creaba an áde. Pógáin le na horam ach Diarmuid ó fie Montenemi an san. Diarmuid came in the hall. The hall amach with Kieran ó Harachtáin. Chancer scoring at Kieran. Anna Pauline at Kieran.
Some excellent point kicking here today. This is a beautiful point there by Kieran Harrington. Again, question marks over the Cork defence. He was allowed to get the defender was 10 yards behind him, and rather than close him down, he allowed him plenty of space to steady up and take a point, which he took it very well.
Agus cór leis a chur Heather ó Súlagáin. Obersteach an bhfuile de Fontaine dá dar lochaín rudda. Ile baile het team punt sanad. Cór leis a chur I gcónaí agus nádal go bíad na fiachla.
Here we're having another look at Peter O'Sullivan's goal where he left for the kick, picked his spot and a beautiful goal. There was no stopping that, no goalkeeper.
Martin on the right agus cosine na mí go léir. Machelo bhís Kieran ó Harachtáin. Bháil yes about this. Agus anna díocht an san ó bíon ó Cleáin. Montenemi agus anna múda fad Polo Shankly. Polo Stephenson go dtí Heather ó Súlagáin agus Pauline Elliott ó Heather. Heather na bhreathú deach.
Meath very dominant at midfield at the moment, and their forwards are running rings around the Cork defence. Peter O'Sullivan out 2 goals and 2 points in the first half. A good tally so far. Certainly, this fella is a prospect for the future. Made plenty space from onto his favourite left foot and a lovely point.
Machsin Corcaigh mi hásta go maith go bhfuil siad céidir cúlíní an dédig tríis cóta bhí agus a géir legus sin teanna le ham inis. Idir an seans dearnachta an scóráil Iúd McColling. Rist Montenemi róbhachar se hé Diarmuid ó fie. Sbechtaí Kieran de hall. Agus a rist Heather ó Súlagáin leis dig. Tá Pochide, and a half point again. Then we should do two scores, Road Man Gillaway, and they get the issue, Agus Ren, we should the Pochide.
Looking at off again there for Cork.
In Mihal McPochide, sorry, you're not no figure. Down against Penn Wiggins, sorry, you're not son, man, it's Kintig in that file. And a while with Polo Hadros, who you run down a don't dish. Colleague, the enough Killowen. Wasn't quite eating the me, the end of Gama, Sean O'Brodick. Markedi, Nevelodi, Kierano Hartdown. The walls and air of Fad and Son. Kierano Hartdown, because Kierano Brother Step to go to be Pilibodi, Mahasatapi Gavohin. Well, and full boy, if Ian McCorry, Grovava, McCorry, Giddy McCormick, I heard of McCormick, Gimmers Jumbo, Sahuni, Inish, Stafford, Mihal McCorry, Either Gnado Corpick, scored all Wrigley Hammer. He beat a Harafstein and full boy, who happened that is Dish and Ishigats, Dishiton, right? Piano Gishigat, Dolo Mahona, you're in the call, Corpick. Neville O'Dean, Hamlock Parkin, just over Johan Padigan, Neville the Powell, Philip O'Dean, to hit another with the Sana Nancy, get Lord McGillaway, Lagasana Powell. Nick Dowling and Son.
Certainly a lot of problems there in the Cork defence, and Meath are exploiting it to the full. While Fergal McCormick was getting a bit of a roasting in full back there. Now after moving Timmy O'Mahony and his lack of height is causing a problem, and a well-taken goal there. Cork, well-taken goal there by Gareth Bell. Cork, having played with the wind, will be very disappointed to be down so much at half-time.
Machine Corpig and Morph and Derek Hammer, Dead Cats Malay, Untanami, 3 shot, Corpig, a hen, a shade. Sinead Pivino Harafstein Nichero Hostel is the sponsors for face again. Banakul, Wokali, or Dying, it's after the boy.
Who's involved in this fundraising for the band at the moment? First question for you, John Paul. How come you're not down there with the band at the moment?
As soon as I came in the gate, I was there. This way, please.
Okay, somebody wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
You were just saying to me a moment ago that you've never actually seen the band march out onto Croke Park yourself, because you're usually with them, so you're looking down at them here yourself.
Yeah.
Are you as aware of the colour and the excitement that goes on around Croke Park when you're playing for the supporters?
Oh yeah, when we're coming around, it's great. The support we're given by the supporters, and then leading the teams out.
Do you ever get to see the matches yourself, by the way?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
All right, well, for the moment, the band are about to strike up a rendition at Hill 16, which, of course, as ever, on semi-final day when Dublin are involved for the Dublin supporters. But they are getting ready to play a little tribute to the Clare men.
Seamus Pryor, a Lord Portke, when Toos, a Hor, leis an Tarnala.
The pressure is certainly on Cork now, Micheál, and for this half, playing against the wind and 7 points down, I'm afraid they have an uphill struggle, and Meath, on the strength of their impressive first half performance, must be clear favourites at this stage.
Martin Anna Brewitt, Corpig, Agus, Cosna Higomaki, George, McCauley, Agus, Ahara Hetian to get Corpig, Immerted over Eigensa, Pension, Emihema, Arish, Tevline, Agus, Kick Tevline, the Corpig, Martino Hay. George McCauley. Ball step, Pivino Harafstein, Agus Pauline Das, get Pivino Harafstein.
Another excellent point there, again kicked by Kevin Harrington. Certainly himself and Peter Sullivan today are giving two outstanding displays of forward play, while Colin O'Rourke can claim credit for Peter Sullivan's kicking skills. I'm going to claim some parts of credit for his kicking skills.
agus ahrú déanta Corcaig I bhí seachtaíag Jody ó Dillún takathe ar a báil I gimmarte stig sa chuoine agus bhí hall mac clochaide mar lán cholaí Jody ó Dillún an Eccles agus Fergal McCormick imimehead an báil. Bhfuil Fergal McCormick takathe ben báil I ceapim Shahid chun tena Meath Cosint Bara ó siar a dain a mí gáile mahal ball cétá mithe Sné Fergal McCormick tá sé gimmarte mo lá páirce ach Shahid cadar ó súlamáin agus anna íirecht ó cadarach ábhíonn roiada I céim na lábhidis. Mar sin tá an Fergal McCormick I gimmarte lá páirce do Corcaig tá ihir seachtaíag Jody ó Dillún ar a báirce go agus go míad amachtaíh ar ball cétá imithe.
Martin Hayes has been moved to centre forward, and it's possible that maybe Michael McCarthy is missing it.
Ní cim blian ó Chileáin na cúil. Agus Shahé Marco Cógáin. Steachadí Micheál Macáry. Bheith seo blian ó Chileáin beidir ní. Máin ómad I mithe, carna le. Shahé Fergal McCormick. A gimmarte mo lá páircinis. Lán ahrathe dianta ige Corcaig. Na bháil a fad ansan. Ige bara ó siar a dain. Tá ó Chileáin I gimmarte mar lecholaí láid. Cosint siar, go mahóna. Ó! Snealda a bhaig an fáil leis an tarna I seans a fáil. Amach bidí Grón McCulloigh. Agus a ríist, I bhí na harachtáin. Bhí go leas aige Seán ó Brádig. Seán ó Brádig, bidí ó fia. Céad ó Chileáin. Alís ar bhuiide ó chéad. Pic sair do chun tena Meath. Cadar ó súlamáin, ar a himach an a chóngracht an bheith blíine. Nach blochaide chu a thug go leas aige. Alís.
While Cork are certainly under pressure, it must be remembered that with 20 minutes to go against the Kerry team, they were playing against a strong wind and 5 points down, and they came back to snatch a dramatic victory in injury time, so they certainly won't go down without a good fight.
Steacha Joe, I muna cearn óige, fúl báide stig, Ian Macáry, Ian Táirithe, agus Macgill a bhuiad. Well, ní raibh atá leis, ach mar dúr cat go lein ansel, í Corcaig, fan deirig yn ei Kerry ach fi chun tena Meath fan deirig cwr, fan deirig yn ei glochbach yn leis, y sé cwlini fan deirig agus siach nomad I Pápa. Agus deirig do, sé cawyd y cadar I hwyl yr oed, o I cynnoes, glochyd y wachna.
A lot of Cork's problems in the first half certainly came from midfield, where Martin Hayes especially was outplayed. Obviously John Clifford, who broke his ankle unfortunately in training last week, was a big loss, and we wish him a speedy recovery. He can at least be consoled with the fact that he got 6 honours in his evening set this week anyway, so well done, John.
Olo Shankly. Wyteir yn sŵl ifan o'ch rhysig. Mac flochyd dian o blis farer, na ma'r fi mac formwyd i'r enos, fideo ffie, agos yn haid clip hyd yn dalwg i'ch ddyn. Halais. Heb dian o Chileáin. Ol Macáry. Agus Cadar o Sullivan, y dyfeili, sínta sir y dalwg. Cadar, agus gorstithe don ddarna uair sa flothe. Lántasach, agus bhuiile anna hobisteach ag chunta na Meath, mar a dagad sé seo chuige chéad. agus déan go bhí alt beidir a chaisianú a chuis a hátain rénos agus go bhór an bhuile chun tenamí tá me chur a hadar a thógad an báid. Áthóil agus áthúilí fachta get an géad le bheith sé cart go leora ceappa. Agus níl brunach ruisí sa suas fanna ta bhíine a chun tenamí, sné níl brunach. Corpig agus sehe ma Corpig, cargal ma Corpig. Decharí imon na carno agus sean o bwchalo, emi he wy'n siwyd agus a dy chosint, diant yn tonnig yn barod o siwrydain da chwnt enemi. Bachgiri, i'r anno hardain. Yw'r mac gylawyn, a harisht, ben o goron ag mac lochyd i. Chosint gyma, olo siampig. Mac o gyda'r ag brian mac orig. Machgiri mac o ffogoin. Ieman o harachdain. Ta bwyte yr Ieman. Agus sehe trefr o blasni. Ni hal mac lochyd i ta diad a fanna chosint o chwasiestach mar blan ffôl un. Yw'r mac colig. Corpig i gymryd nis fawr yn aig na gwyhi. Mac o ffogoin. Sehe, Ieman o harachdain. Ieman ffôl. Ansar sgôr ag Ieman. An o ffôl ag Ieman o harachdain.
Great individual effort here by Edward Harrington. Well won on the sideline, and a great individual effort coming in all the way from the sideline, and on his very weak side he showed great coolness in showing to a man, and a beautiful goal. Great goal.
Cole of it has dollar Corpig and Spraga Hurstoi, Bachtaka. Shahe, you don't want Gilavoy. After Ashigan, I was told to get over to score the captain. Mahanson, Philip Dave. Agus kicksair i bheith ceann do Corpig. Búlbáide, bhíon mac Corpig, Corpig an ceannsa. 8 nómatí ghuiile imar a mithe, Corpig an aig na bhíhe, agus inis. Dar na lead a hippo, go dí an full of oin.
It's the couple of switches Cork have made a big difference, bringing Michael Kingston in full back, bringing Fergal McCormack to midfield, they're bringing in Jody Dillon wing back, and certainly they've settled down a lot in this half.
Opfogáin, Mark. Agus kicksair gnóthe ige Mark do Corpig.
They have also brought Kevin Harrington in full forward and brought Alan Regan out to centre forward.
Sean O'Buchala. Corpig again, right this star and right the way here. O'Buchala go forward. Said you below the dish, touch shoot, that's the person to the team play. Shaheb TV no harachdain. Tuli Anna Yato Heidi.
Another lovely point here by Kevin Harrington, kicked with the outside of his left foot.
Marshin,
Yeah, lovely point, and he was in a very difficult position. Had to kick it with his outside of foot from a very acute angle. That's 1-5 for Kevin Harrington and 2-2 for Peter O'Sullivan. 8 points each. Great scoring by those two fellas.
Marshin, Nila Hawlin, idir na fórna agus Corpig again of Anna Hórn, and night in the green. Philip Dave. Agus kicksair gnóthaigh agus onadaí teachta de báirt do Corpig. Tar onad. Agus sinné osmidí, Seamus osmidí for sé siúd ráthól in aig chéirí. Ceann na cúl where bhí an town, geall sé stig an cúl a bhuaig Corpig. Agus I mecht an báirt Martin O'Hay. Idir na Martin O'Hay I mehead an báirt. Corpig cosint, láthar na huidir. Joseph McTaig for a math Harrison de Vlienige. Sné Martin O'Hay agus Eamon O'Rien. agus an dochtúid Conor mar a chónsa í hánach leis. Iman ó rion a bhíoch a gimar leis síte Corcaíonsan agus ábhar im níos, hairid, á hócan derig. Kick teflíne, chun den amí. Bara o siaradain. Bíoch le haid cahal na manúid an éideag lochop. Achta go deas an son ag ar an ó hartáin. Philip O'Dave, chance ag Philip ar scór. Le háirithe. Agus chwantamach go deas. Joe Lord na páirce. Seo he McCormick, i dhéanam níos fearr am a Lord páirce. Fergal McCormick. Sos le háin ó Matiag, imar a mithe. Á chulín idir na fór.
Come on, Barry. Right, Smith. Come on.
Ian, Diarmid ó Fia. Go deas go dí Rod McGillivray agus anna scópa go ghiúil. Ag an nach leis go fór. Lagaí ar a chrápach, sáirthe an Marco Cógáin. Marc agus Éimean de Hála, dhéchan de héile, ag tamar. Rod McCulloch. Corpig a túr lóna caide anna ias, seo hef bríon ó conil. I mithe bhuaig agus buinte go ige Trevor O'Blashney. Rís Micheál McLaughlin, tá sé rómhada fadar ó súla, máine chu sé isteach, tá sé ná súla anna díire. Micheál McCorrig, ní raidig leis, Neville O'Dea, rúd enna mí. Agus an isgurí, Didi ó Fia, meach leis. Didi go fóil agus anna hantar scór ige Didi ó Fia. Chulín ige Didi.
Good point there about Derry Hunt, but I think question marks will have to be raised over Seamus Pryor that time. That was definitely a push in the back of Brian O'Connor, and it should have been a free to Cork. The goal by Edward Harrington, where he got the ball in the corner and came in, showed great coolness in trying to make space, and I love it. He could have hit the camera.
Martin, Corpig, Colfin, Derrig, a Fanas, Bridiontas o Carnaga. And the game of Glen, agus seo he Alan O'Reilly going. Last dance of Machanson, with Micheál McCorrig. Joseph McTighe, good fan guide. McCorrig, Wallamach, with McCormick. McCormick at all law part finish. Stephanie McCorrig, and a chance of scoring in McCorrig. Pivino Harachdown. Anna Hawali get PV. Niha Antonadi. Ujain. Seamus O'Skiddy. Agus Finneher. Rohan Skiddy.
That's the second bad decision that Seamus Pryor's made, because unquestionably Kevin Harrington's jersey was being pulled down. It should have been a free in rather than a free out.
Martin, Kerrin over PGF, Imar a Mehe. Darnala, Lís Fáir, Lís an móla ná Kieta. Sticks there the hook enemy, Lady Orfie. Kieran O'Hartoin. Well, he had Kieran, the captain, Shina Hogan, Jack Hondal, the captain Hogan, and as well, Colleen. Not forward if you put enemy, you can have it on Sullivan. Not bad.
That's really the sign of an outstanding forward, Peter Sullivan, who it's his first chance of the half and put it over excellently. A lovely point.
Near forward dive on kicks there a cast of and Sunday Horping. Mar on Carter Dinner and Halisha, Nihe Hogan.
Without a doubt, okay.
Ian O'Callaghan, and known to be Lord McCulloch, a chance to get Cork finish. Drop here up.
Terrible miss. I think that's why John McCulloch plays wing back, I think.
Come on, bud!
Round number 4. Cork again, Vada Varney star, Mike Behe. Ian O'Clean, Ian O'Connell.
Good up.
Calais, Seamus O'Smithy. Seamus McCown. Marshall, Kickslayer the Corky. Seamus O'Smithy, ar y bwyd o hwl yna I Ciri. Agus e'r gorstwyd. Agus hwn o ddiele, da Fontaine mi I tachter y bod.
Hey, ref. Okay. Come on, mister.
Agus beidir. Be Polo Champig, a fáig yn acht yn bod, ni lysygwm. Ach tacahe y bod gytson, Paul McAnaister. Polo Champig I mi hyd yn bod, McAnaister y bod. Gach siohe o harachdain, Clydin, agus Cwlyn des dy Horpig.
Well taken point by Kevin Hampton from his favourite position there for a left-footed kicker. He's now has 1 goal and 6 points, 9 points, the same tally as Peter Sullivan.
Agus Sinead, Fontaine around Oidi, Benny Garton, agus Johnny Sullivan and Shane Ollie, agus Christy Moore. Boide, dan nummer a fool. Boulevard in the pole, Gene on the Diak Parker. Agus Calais Stiltonson and Lord McGillivray. Trevor Glashnet and Multoid Irish Cooloo. Shahed Trevor, Mark Cousins. Jan Hamill. Winter Staff for the Cayman de Hall, agus Maggie Rachto Cayman. Sarah Bog, Ian McCarry. Ian O'Connell. Epes. Kick Trevline, the Fontaine mi. Nôn Rep Calais State Fed, Vader Gred. Went to the topic, Staff. McCormick. Over in on sea. One Foley, Sean O'Brodick. No Eilers. On the land again. O'Goin, Mark, Erashkiri, Brian O'Clean. Oh, me all in Brian. Sorry, Kieran O'Hartoin. Cadro Sullivan is McBochade, Sullivan, Roma, no, came in the hall, but it's Omarag, it's Pauline came in the hall.
I think some of those Cork backs look to Johnny Gall's forward play too much less, and a lot of short passing get them into trouble. Well taken point, but chalk it down as a mistake by the defence rather than good forward play.
Marshall Cwlyn Tochtach the Fontaine mi, mar ta Chéri Cwlyn inish I dy riad agus Corpig, sio heb Brian O'Connell. An y chorwm, a yen o big Brian. Staffgydyn on y dwi, O'Smithy. Sio heb O'Smithy, agus Corpig is sŵn, gyn i an y sien rwt Brian, gyn sien naid Chéri. Sien yn tarna kickser, ywt no he, ag Seamus O'Smithy.
While it's a valuable free there for Cork, I think Jimmy Smithy would have been much better advised to play pass the ball into Alan Regan, who was on his own, unmarked, 14 yards out from goal.
Maybe no Harachtain. Lech score all the Horpig with Isa. Yet Jerry Coolini van Derry. Jan Hochtach, Gnaid Oaklish, Council, Ochotpar, Krasnov.
Bad miss there by Kevin Hampton. It was on his favourite side now.
Marshall Corkig, Jerry Coolini van Derry. Jeno Matty Parker.
Cork in big trouble in the attack with only 2 forwards having scored, and that's not good enough if they hope to win in All-Ireland semi-final.
Agus Sheikh Rayo, Nakanish. Bwyti I Corkig, o'n medium Shachtar Shah. Whether the Fontaine mi, Shachtar Shah. Shahed, Inish, Shemachtar Shah, Brian O'Connell. Inige, O'Brien, Gidi Shadow Bochela. Agus, oh, big player, the Fontaine mi.
Very valuable interception by John Brady there, because if the ball had got to Kevin Hampton, I think another goal could have been on.
Brocht the Blin agus Droplas. Like on Mahona. Ready, Eresh. Shahe Allen O'Reilly going. Back to Eresh again. Agus Anna Iarachto Allen. Anna Pauline, Allen O'Reilly going.
Good point there by Alan Regan and great support play. The ball was worked up very well and a nice point. His first point of the game. He's now moved out midfield and he's making a big difference in Cork's comeback.
Martin, that's not a plain hole, it is the forwarding. Agus, the Aine on Fluhisha before. I Dahara, I need to get out enemy in some. Colleague. After the colleague revision. Or he could ask and son again, the no control. So we have to get Grod McGillivray. I guess Canadian Dow and home enemy, you know, Hogan Kubo.
While it's a very enjoyable game here today, the one disappointing feature is the skill of kick passing, where you've had a lot of very aimless kicking, while the scores have been well taken, some good fielding, very poor kick passing.
Barra or Sheridan, one of the son. All mechanized it, fixed the full pay to me. Trevor flashed it. Agus Peter go me fan the ere tap the ball kick komt en mi laide ach Shahed Trevor. Ara ge das stig. Agus ara visarale Cork ge die na van naik de bi. Shahed Allen O'Reilly going for the Colleen Chino enemy. Nairo ge reach de ge mo pen ball ge bal so. Ana scoop pole passe Caro. Shape die na die ge stole for the patcher on it. Stefanish. Die Vi all en Cork Paulson.
Okay. Great run by Alan Regan there and pass it on to the substitute there, Ken O'Connell, who I'm afraid it was a very bad miss. Good defence there by Meath defence. He was well surrounded and really had much of a shot.
Come on, Paulie!
After the gas again, good McGillivray. Let's kick jaw out of week. Enemy. And Keane going because the chance to get mechanized it. So hands on the day. Will College did take it, George McCulloch.
It's a very vital free there from Meath. I think number 5 there, John McCulloch, should not have fouled him. I think he had him well covered and it's just a bit of breathing space that Meath need, a 4-point lead.
Trevor O'Glashney near for the Darudi enough. Trevor a big Ogo in the race of the Inchacoin. Uncle run on. Kerry Colini initiated enemy is perfect. Agus Shahe is Dolum Neil Brenach after the boys. Neil Brenach on the enemy, Neil Taka Staff.